But the question still remains, does sulforaphane affect or slow the aging process itself? One way to answer this question would be to see if sulforaphane has a direct effect on lifespan. Unfortunately, this hasn't, to my knowledge, been done in animals. I'd love to see that happen. I did, however, run across a bit of a tease, a study looking at the effect of broccoli extract on a type of beetle known as red flower beetles that were given a diet supplemented with 1% broccoli extract. It increased their mean lifespan by 15% under normal physiological conditions, and under conditions of higher oxidative stress, increased their mean lifespan by 30%. The lifespan extension from the broccoli extract depended on the activation of NRF2 and the FOXO pathway that is homologous to humans' FOXO3 longevity pathway. Finding out that the aging benefits in these little critters are derived from the same NRF2 genetic pathway that is conserved in humans is really good news if we're ever to have any hope in replicating this data in a species a little more closer to us. Finding out that the FOXO genetic pathway is also involved is really just a cherry on top. The FOXO3 genetic pathway, which I've talked about in multiple podcasts and videos, is very closely related to human longevity. For example, humans that have a gene polymorphism in the FOXO3 gene that make it more active are 2.7 times more likely to live to be a centenarian. The chances of living to be a centenarian, however, seem to depend a lot on keeping inflammation at bay. In fact, it is now believed that suppression of inflammation is the single most important predictor of successful aging. And we're not just talking about lifespan either. We're talking about capability in terms of performing functions of daily life, and also cognition. Yes, inflammation was an important predictor of cognition itself, and this was shown in populations including elderly people all the way up through super centenarians, which live to be 110 years old.
Moringin is similar and likely more active than the sulforaphane found in broccoli. Let me say that again because it's huge. Moringin is more active than the sulforaphane found in broccoli. Just like the isothiocyanate in broccoli, the entire reaction is dependent on one enzyme called myrosinase. Both myrosinase and glucomoringin are stored in the moringa plant, but they're stored in separate compartments. The enzymatic reaction occurs when these little compartments or cell walls are broken down, allowing the two compounds to mix and react with each other.